Welcome back. President Salva Kiir Mayardit has spoken strongly about the ongoing cash shortage in South Sudan banking system. During the swearing-in ceremony of the country's new central bank governor, President Salva Kiir Mayardit made it clear that the situation can no longer continue. For many people across South Sudan, going to the bank has become a frustrating experience. Customers deposit their money in bank expecting that they can withdraw it whenever they need it, but many have reported arriving at their bank only to be told that there's no cash available. Some people have returned it several times before receiving only a small part of their money. Others have waited for days or even weeks without success. This problem has affected businesses, owners, workers, students, and families who depend on banks for their daily financial need. Because of these challenges, many citizens have begun losing confidence in the banking system. This week, President Salva Kiir Mayardit said enough is enough. He called on financial officials to solve the problem and make sure people can access the money that belongs to them. The president made this remark while officially swearing in Dr. Adisababa Otto as the new governor of the Bank of South Sudan. Dr. Otto replaced John Oisa, who was removed from the position earlier this week. The government did not publicly explain why the former governor was dismissed. Leadership change at the central bank are not new. Both the former governor and the new governor have served in this position before. This means the new governor already understands many of the challenges facing South Sudan financial system. Now, he turned to the office with another opportunity to improve the country banking sector. Many citizens will be watching closely to see whether this new appointment leads to real improvement. During the ceremony, President Salva Kiir Mayardit spoke directly about the problem many bank customers continue to face. He said it is unacceptable for people to save money in a bank but later discover they cannot withdraw it. According to the president, bank exists to protect people, money, and make it available whenever customer need it. When this does not happen, public trust began to disappear. He told financial leader that the cash shortage must end. He also called on everyone responsible for managing the banking system to identify the causes of the problem and fix them as quickly as possible. His message was clear: people should not be prevented from accessing their own saving. The president also reminded officials that solving this problem is important for the country economy. When people trust banks, they are more willing to save money. Businesses also become more confident in using financial services. This can help economic activity grow. Although the president has spoken strongly, this is not the first time the government has promised action. For several years, many commercial banks have struggled with limited cash. Customers often receive only a small amount during each visit. Some banks have placed daily or weekly withdrawal limit. Others ask customers to return another day because cash is unavailable. As a result, many people prefer to keep money at home instead of depositing it in bank. While this may seem easier for some families, it also creates risk. Money kept at home can be lost, stolen, or damaged. Banks are designed to provide a safer place to save money. But for that system to work, customers must believe they can withdraw the saving whenever necessary. Without public confidence, the banking system becomes weaker. So, why is the banking sector facing difficulties? South Sudan economy has experienced many challenges over the past several years. One major issue has been declining government revenue. Oil revenue, the country's largest source of income. When oil production or export are disrupted, government income also fails. This affects many areas of economy. Another challenge has been inflation. Inflation means that the price of goods and services continue to rise over time. When inflation increases, families often need more money just to buy the same basic item. Food, transportation, fuel, and other necessities become more expensive. This put additional pressure on households. The value of the South Sudanese pound has also changed over time. When a country currency lost value, imported goods become more expensive. Business face higher costs, and ordinary citizens feel the impact through rising prices. Foreign currency shortage have also made business more difficult. Many companies depend on foreign currency to import products from other countries. When foreign currency is difficult to obtain, businesses face additional challenge. All this economic pressure have affected the banking sector. Banks have found it more difficult to maintain enough cash to meet customer demand. Over the years, South Sudan has seen several changes in the leadership of important financial institutions. Whenever a new governor takes office, citizens often hope that improvement will follow. Some experts believe that changing leader alone is not enough. They argue that long-term reforms are also necessary. A financial system depends on a strong institution, clear policies, and careful management. Building public confidence takes time. It cannot happen overnight. For this reason, many observers believe the new governor will need support from government institutions, commercial bank, financial experts, and development partners. Working together may produce better results than working separately. After taking the oath of office, Dr. Addis Ababa shared some of his plan. He said one of his main goals is to restore public confidence in South Sudan banking system. He also wants to improve stability within the country's financial sector. According to him, cooperation will be important. He said the central bank will work with commercial banks, government agencies, and other stakeholders to strengthen the financial system. Another priority will be improving governance. Good governance means making sure institutions operate responsibly, transparently, and according to the established rules. Strong governance helps reduce mistakes and improve accountability. The governor also expressed his commitment to supporting economic reform that can strengthen the country's financial future. Many citizens hope these promises will lead to practical change that they can see in their daily life. Across South Sudan, people continue to hope for a strong economy. Families want stable prices. Business owners want reliable banking services. Workers want easy access to their salaries. Students need financial service to pay school fees. Farmers and trade also depend on banks for their business activities. When banks function effectively, they support economic growth. When they face serious problems, many other part of the economy also feel the impact. That's why this issue affects nearly everyone, whether directly or indirectly. Citizens will now be watching closely to see whether the government's latest effort produced lasting improvement. They hope the long line at bank will become shorter. They hope withdrawal limit will be reduced. Most importantly, they hope they will once again be able to access their own money whenever they need it. The appointment of a new central bank governor marked the beginning of another important chapter for South Sudan financial sector. However, appointment alone do not solve economic problems. Real progress will depend on effective leadership, cooperation among institutions, responsible financial management, and continued effort to strengthen the economy. But many citizens also hope that positive change can happen over time. The coming month will show whether the reform announced by the new governor will improve banking service and restore confidence across the country. That concludes our today report. Please let me on the next important report.